Hi, it's me, Kim, and I'm back with a pick a card reading. This time it's going to be about what your heart wants you to know in regards to a certain romantic situation or question that you have in your mind. My intention is to give you the messages that you obviously need to hear, the messages that will help you the most and give you the most clarity and reassurance in your given situation. I have 3 stacks of cards here, 1, 2, or 3, which you can choose from. If you need more time, just pause the video, or like I always say, just hover your hands over each stack and see which one calls out to you, which one feels right, and which one resonates the most. So, yeah, if you picked stack 1, your messages are Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. I will not be reading reversals. And the Throat Chakra. So, in regards to your romantic question about a certain situation, what I'm getting is some kind of truth will be revealed in the form of communication. So this communication can come from you or somebody else. From this card, I'm getting more than anything that you have something that you want to say, something that you need to say. And so this is just a message for you to go ahead and do that and to clear those blockages in your throat chakra. You can also express yourself, not necessarily through communication, because sometimes we don't really have communication with certain people, or we're not yet comfortable in doing that. You can express yourself in various ways with this card. You can write about it, or you can make some YouTube video explaining yourself, or just, create something that will help you express those thoughts that perhaps have been plaguing you. And this will be that kind of thing that you would do that would cause this Wheel of Fortune moment when everything is going in your favor, everything is working in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is a wonderful card to get because it's saying that, things are in your favor, essentially. Like, good things are happening. Expect good things to happen. So with the Page of Pentacles here, there's some kind of news, some kind of message that is coming. Perhaps this person this person is an earth sign. That could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And perhaps they'll be delivering that sort of message that will give this kind of Wheel of Fortune moment. But as a message for you, I think the main thing to take from this is, yes, absolutely express yourself, stand in your truth, don't be afraid to speak your mind, because then that would lead to this Wheel of Fortune moment and this new opportunity that you want, or this opportunity that would be of a favorable nature to you, if that makes sense. So if this is the opportunity that is to come, it's going to bring with it this Wheel of Fortune energy. And this comes to you through the unblocking of this throat chakra. And for me, I'm getting that this is basically what you need to do. There's something that you want to say. You're afraid of how somebody will react if you say it. Ultimately, the message here is, regardless of the outcome of you expressing your truth, that's something that you need to do. And when you do that, the outcome is great for you. Even if you end up with an outcome that you thought you didn't want, it's going to be an outcome that is essentially the best outcome in your path and in your journey. Let's see what else I can tell you about that. And a card just wanted to come out. And you have the King of Cups. So for me, the King of Cups is a very kind, grounded man who is in tune with his emotions. So he's not afraid of his feelings. He's not afraid to let it be known. yet he has control over them, is how I see the King of Cups. He's, with emotions, sometimes we can let emotions take over us. Sometimes it's hard to handle, but the King of Cups, he understands that emotions are fleeting sometimes and they change. They're temporary. He understands how to deal with them. And so with that as your clarifier, what I'm getting is that you have to handle the situation with maturity and strength, and handle it with tact. So in your telling of truth and in your speaking of your mind, do that in a very powerful way, in a grounded way, in a confident way, but also be vulnerable and accept those things that you are afraid to, that you have been at least afraid to express prior, or rather beforehand. This is telling you that it's safe for you to do that. It's safe for you to unblock this, and in doing so, it will bring to you the outcome that you need, and the outcome that will ultimately be essentially that Wheel of Fortune moment for you. So that's for those who chose stack 1. For those who stack 2, your message is Death, 6 of Cups, and base chakra. Interesting that we just got 2 consecutive chakra cards. So what I'm getting with this stack is something from your past has to be let go, has to come to an end, because it's ungrounding you, it's causing you some instability, or there's some kind of issue, some kind of trauma from your past that is blocking or causing problems in your base chakra. Your base chakra is located at the bottom of your spine, and it's about the physical, it's about survival, it's about stability, how grounded you are, things like that. And with the 6 of Cups here and death, that's how I'm getting that something from your past is blocking you from being, or from having the vibrant, balanced base chakra. And that situation or trauma or traumatic moment has to come to an end. So there's this letting go that needs to happen. So in regards to your question, in a romantic situation, I think you would know which particular event or situation is blocking you, or blocking your stability and your confidence in yourself and your own personal power. So if a event or a situation or a person comes to mind when I say that, then that's probably who it is. So I'm going to look at it. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a clarifier for that. For those who picked stack 2. Clarifier for those who picked stack 2. I'm also getting that there's a need to let go of certain memories. So there's almost like a retreating to the past, to rely on that past to relying on that past to kind of give you an identity, or really heavily identifying with that past experience, if that makes sense. And that needs to die in order for your full growth and for your full development. So 2 cards popped out for your clarifiers. 7 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. So here, he's waiting to reap what he has sown. So there's a feeling of impatience here. But in this one, it's about defensiveness. What I'm getting is defensiveness and fighting This card for me is fighting the self and fighting others. So it could be that you're fighting yourself. You know that you have to let go of this past situation, but you're almost fighting that for some reason because you still have hope for it here. And that's kind of like throwing you off balance with the base chakra. What this is telling me is, this could also mean that people have already told you that this is not the right situation for you, but you didn't listen and you're still waiting. With the Death card here as the major arcana, it's basically telling you that, sometimes people give us advice that are essentially shitty advice. They just don't know certain aspects of the story, or we think that they don't have our best interests at heart. They couldn't possibly understand everything that is going on. But with the Death card here, this is saying that yes, you do have to let go this time. You have to stop fighting yourself and stop denying that this person or this situation is holding you back. You have to stop denying the real effects of this situation of the past. And in doing so and in accepting that and letting that go, it's not necessarily saying that it will never come back or it's not for you. It's just saying that there's this letting go that needs to happen. It's almost like that you're wasting energy on it because of the Death and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like a waste of time and waste of energy at this point. And you're like still trying to hold on. I'm almost sensing like a Four of Pentacles energy with these 3 cards here. Or rather 4 cards here. But I think that that's what's blocking your base chakra, because you think that without this event or without this person to identify with, you're essentially nothing. But the fact is, you are something even without this person. You just have to find out what that thing is for you personally, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm sensing like a strong need to let go of the denial, really fully and honestly reflect on the way that you're viewing the situation. And I know it's hard to let go, but the cards are saying it's got to be done. And ultimately, it could be a positive outcome. We just don't know right now. The letting go of this thing might just bring this situation back around if that's what you wanted. But there is this need for energetic release of this situation and of this person in order for you to grow to your highest potential, if that makes sense. So I hope that helped you for stack number 2. If you chose stack number 3, your messages are Nine of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and 4 lead, the Emperor. So I'm getting that some people are wondering what the other person is up to. The other person is having fun, having a good time, if that's what you're wondering. They're enjoying themselves, they're enjoying other people's company, not necessarily other women, although that could be, but they're just enjoying their life. And the message here, I think, is to allow that and to not, be sad that they are moving on and enjoying themselves without you. So that's one way to read it, because like I said, this is a general reading, so there's multiple ways to read this for different situations. This could be a message for you, that what you need to do is to enjoy yourself, have fun with your friends, meet new people, stand in your own power, be an ultimately see this fruition of the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is a card about, for me at least, financial stability, security, luxury, the enjoyment of the finer things in life, and not feeling guilty about it. Especially with the Three of Cups here, there's a celebration. So there's a lot of fun going on. So I think if you're single and you're looking for somebody, you might find your Emperor in that kind of situation with the Three of Cups energy, which is an energy of like social gatherings, dancing, fun, laughing, you know, just enjoying the company of people and having a good time. And coupled with a Nine of Pentacles, I almost get a sense of like a hedonistic lifestyle, but not in a bad way. In like a good way, that you're enjoying your life and you're enjoying the world, and you're enjoying your youth, and you're finding power in that. So it's like almost a message of allowing that to come into your life and allowing yourself to enjoy that. So I'm gonna look for, I'm trying to get a clarifier for this, just to further, just to further the story a little bit. Because like I said, this could be read in multiple ways. So it really depends. If you're asking for what somebody is doing, how somebody feels about you, right now they are basically just enjoying themselves. You know, you may not be on their mind when they're around people, but that's not to say that you're never on their mind, if that makes sense. They're having fun. They're living it up. See a clarifier. So I'm also getting a sense of relaxing. I think for those who pick stack 3, you need to relax and enjoy yourself. And by doing so, you will easily and magnetically attract whatever it is that you desire out of your current situation. Look what I have. 2 emperors, essentially, with this. 4, lead the emperor. So these are the same cards in different decks, basically. So because we have 2 of them, I'm getting a really strong sense of standing in your own power, individuality, independence, you know, just being strong and knowing that you don't need somebody, you don't need anybody to fulfill you. I'm getting a sense like those who pick stack 3, or at least for specific people who pick stack 3, you have to enjoy the single life. Especially if you are very much so focused on a certain individual, or you're in your feelings too much, now it's the time to let that go and to loosen the grip a little bit and to enjoy yourself as a single person. So it could be that you just gotten out of a breakup, or you got your heart broken. This is a message to remind you that now is the time to enjoy yourself and to kind of live in a way that says, you know what? I am good on my own. I'm beautiful, I'm hot, I'm attractive, I'm smart, whatever it is that you identify with. And then you have the Chariot. So yeah, it's basically saying to embody that energy of confidence, of like, screw him, screw her, you know? I can enjoy myself without this person, especially if this person is not treating me in the way that I want to be treated, or anything along those lines. It's about letting go of all those problems and all those worries and all those insecurities, moving forward with intention of healing and succeeding and thriving and improving and growing. So imagine that this energy here and this energy here, like imagine all of that together, kind of behind this energy of the Chariot. So that energy is pushing this Chariot, which is your life, your growth, your journey. This energy would then be pushing this Chariot forward, if that makes sense. What I'm saying is that you can use this energy here, depicted with these 4 cards, as your ticket forward, as a way to move forward, and as the force that moves your Chariot forward, if that makes sense. Because sometimes we can be so stuck in wallowing in being sad about certain situations, and you know, we kind of sometimes feel downtrodden, sad, insecure, unworthy for whatever reason. It is this energy of confidence, of knowing your worth with the 2 emperors here, knowing your power and enjoying yourself in your own light and enjoying your own strengths in your own life, and knowing that you have the capacity to reach this abundance and reach this state where you can enjoy luxury. Knowing that you can have that and you're capable of that will help you get out of that negative thinking or that negative mind space and moving forward. I mean, Chariot is one of my favorite cards ever because it's a card of positive movement for me. It's like, now you see this card and I'm feeling like, you know, you don't have to be stuck anymore. There's good things happening. There's things to hope for. There's things to look forward to. So, you know, just enjoy the single life, or enjoy yourself, have confidence if you are single. And if you are in a relationship, it's basically saying like, detach a little bit. Detach in a way that, you know, you can still be there for the other person in the way that you really want to be. But at the same time, you have to show them that, you know, you don't need them, and that you're strong in your own, that you're not dependent, you're independent, and that you will enjoy your life, enjoy your experience with or without them. And I think that will then lead to this positive movement in your relationship in the way that you want it to, if it makes sense. I hope it does. And I hope that the message here helped you out. And thank you for watching. I tried to give the best examples that I could, but sometimes I get a lot of messages all at once coming through, and it's hard to kind of like express them like right out the bat. So hopefully you got a sense of the message and the energies that are coming through, and you can hopefully adapt and make use of it in your own particular situation. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next time.